Hi, my name is Peter Rattray, and this is a little bit about my story. I grew up in a very beautiful part of the world. The mountains and valleys of Zululand in South Africa are a part of me. My parents arrived on what is today our game reserve 30 years ago, with the equivalent of $100 in their pockets. My parents had a vision to pioneer a brand of tourism that South Africa had never seen. They wanted to tell the stories of South Africa, to bring alive its beautiful, complex and tumultuous history, and both the human folly and acts of greatness that have defined this country. From a little lodge on the side of the mountain with humble beginnings, Fugitive Drift Lodge is now the flagship 5-star lodge that has grown into a brand famous for its tours of the battlefields of the Anglo-Zulu War throughout the English-speaking world. From that first lodge, we now own and run 3 lodges and are building a 4th, one of which is now a natural heritage site. The setting of my childhood was a game reserve teeming with wildlife and natural beauty. But as I grew older, I became painfully aware of the poverty around us. The Zulu people in our area, deliberately undereducated by the apartheid regime, were all but condemned to a life of perpetual poverty. My family was determined to make a difference and decided to always employ as many people as possible, far more than what we needed, to try and give them jobs and a better livelihood. We were building a sustainable social enterprise before we even knew what those words meant. As our business grew, my father became passionate about education and embarked on a seemingly impossible road to try and improve conditions in the rural schools in our community. He is famous for saying, "Without education, there is no hope, and without hope, there is no future." I was 14 when my father was murdered. It was a robbery gone wrong. It was not just the lowest moment in my life. The entire Zulu community was devastated. The future of our business was uncertain. But we decided that this tragic event would not bring us low. We would not abandon our community and leave. We would grow, we would expand, and we would continually invest in our community by providing hundreds of jobs to the local Zulu people. With that in mind, we launched the David Rattray Foundation, named after my late father, to carry on my father's vision for education in our impoverished community. After graduation, I wanted to do something as a tribute to my late father. I decided to combine my love of adventure with the means to raise funds for our education initiative. With this goal in mind, my stepfather, brother and I put together a plan to ride motorcycles from our family lodge to Brecon in Wales. Our trek took us through 18 countries, over 11,000 miles. We met people from countless different cultures across the length of Africa and Europe. And on our arrival, we were given a royal welcome by the soldiers and officers of the British military. Our efforts had raised us over $50,000 for the David Rattray Foundation. As of 2019, the David Rattray Foundation supports 17 schools, 8,500 pupils, and runs the only 2 primary schools in the greater area. The pass rate has improved by 48%. University attendance is up by 32%, but we can do more. I aim to grow our brand and our education foundation globally, to take our successful business model and translate it to fit in the rest of the world, namely the battlefields of Gettysburg and the Little Bighorn. We believe in creating local jobs and opportunities. Cornell would be a perfect fit for my aims and ambitions. The combination of the Smith Family Business Initiative and the esteemed hotel school will give me the tools that I need to gain experience in the American hospitality industry and learn how to take our business model to the global market.